Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on creating an item record in ManuDyn Cloud 9. If this is the first time your system has been configured, a configuration wizard will be displayed and the top 6 items should be marked as completed if you have worked through the previous videos in the Getting Started series. The next item on the checklist is to create an item. To do so, click on this link, or if you don't see the wizard, go to the Database Entry menu group and click the Material Items menu item. The Items page is similar to other data entry screens in ManuDyn in that there is a blue toolbar at the top of the content area where we can enter the record that we wish to work with. In the field located in the blue toolbar, we need to enter the item code that we want to create or modify. I will create an item called 030-C12 L14-0.625 hex. Then push the Tab key to move into the Attributes tab. The system is loaded in the Attributes for the entered item code. If we have entered a new record, the Attributes tab will be blank. I will start by entering the description for this item. C12 L14 cold rolled steel 0.625 hex bar. Note, I could have used this description as the item code, but I prefer to use a coding system so that related items are grouped together and easy to find. For more information on coding systems, see the video titled Creating an Item Coding System in ManuDyn. Next, I will identify the item as being measured in units of feet. If I didn't want to keep track of inventory for this item, I will tick the non-stock item option. If the quantity in stock falls below the reorder level, the system will prompt me to order more material. If the reorder quantity is set, the system will use this as the default order quantity when purchasing. To record serial numbers when this item is invoiced, tick the Enable Serial Tracking option. To enforce the identification of a lot number whenever this item is received, returned, used or invoiced, tick the Enable Lot Tracking option. The standard cost field is used to calculate cost when this item is quoted, listed as a material of a manufactured item, or when inventory is allocated to a job. I will enter a cost of $2. Next, set the product type that this item belongs to. Product types can be used to group similar products for reporting purposes, for quoting, or for activating the critical sizes. If you need help in creating product types, please view the Getting Started Configure Product Types video. The person entering the data should enter their initials into the Estimator Initials field. Next, we will click the Stores tab. The Stores grid displays all the information about what is currently in stock for this item. To edit the quantity or location details, click on the corresponding row in the grid. Next, we will set the vendor information by clicking the Vendor tab. The vendor grid displays all the vendor details for this item. To edit or view a vendor entry, click on the corresponding row in the grid. To enter a new entry, click on the empty row at the bottom of the grid. To enter the vendor, you can either type in the vendor code or click the Look Up Search button. In my case, I can't find the vendor I'm looking for, so I will create a new one by clicking the Insert New icon to the right of the Look Up Search button. This is the Quick Company Entry dialog. In my case, I will enter QUAMET as the code, Quality Metals as the name, and select Vendor as the type. When finished, click the Save button. Next, we enter the code the vendor uses to identify this item. In my case, this is C12 L14-0.625 hex. Next, we enter the unit of measure that the vendor supplies this item, along with the conversion factor to convert into your units of measure during order entry and receiving. The vendor price can be recorded along with the vendor's lead time, which is used when calculating order by dates. In my case, I will use $2 as the price and 2 days for the lead time. Click OK to return this information to the grid display. Additional vendors can be added if required. As this item is just a material, we won't be creating any selling prices, so we can skip the Sales tab and go to the Other tab. On this tab we can set an alternative item that an operator will be prompted to use after a set date. We can also specify the current drawing number for this item and can upload an unlimited number of files against this item, which can optionally be printed out on the job ticket. You can also store an unlimited number of notes on this item using the same procedure we use for entering notes against companies. I have now finished entering my item and can close this record by clicking the Close button at the bottom of the tab. If you need to enter additional material items, you can do so now by typing in a new item code. Once you are finished, you can return to the home page by clicking the Home Page button at the top of the screen, or by clicking on the Exit button in the toolbar. In the next video tutorial, we will create a manufactured item record in the system. Click on the link to start the next video.